and welcome to a brand new episode of Joe Sent Me. My name is Joe and I'm your host for today. Today I'm going to cover a fragrance line from Coquillete, Paris, which is the original fragrance line, which is the Olfactory Pathway line. You might have seen my other video already, which was the one that covered the fragrances from their newest collection, but this time around I want to talk to you about the original collection. Let's start with the first one, which is Herat. Herat starts off with a Cuban tobacco scent, as well as jasmine from Grasse, France, and Ylang. In the middle we have amber, Afghan hashish, myrrh from Madagascar, cyst from Morocco, and incense from Oman. So as you can tell, we're taking a full trip around the world here, right on the front end. In the base we have Oakmoss from Cyprus, ambergris, vetiver, and tobacco. Now this scent right here, although tobacco is featured twice in this fragrance, I actually did not notice it much at all. Normally when I think of tobacco, I think of something that's sweet and smoky smelling. This was actually more green and woody than it was sweet and smoky. I still like the fragrance, but it wasn't what I was expecting based on the notes. On day 2, I wore Sumatera. Sumatera is a spicy oriental, woody and floral fragrance all wrapped into one. The main star of this fragrance is actually cinnamon, and it is very strong in this fragrance. Now, it is not a bad thing, but if you're looking for something very warm and spicy for the winter and the fall, this fragrance is perfect for you. It is great for men and for women, and this thing lasts forever. And the thing that this fragrance did to me, it definitely reminded me of a childhood scent that I smelled on a woman before, and it was called Cinnabar. On the top we have Chinese jasmine, white flowers, patchouli, Sri Lankan cinnamon, and black pepper from the Indian Ocean region. In the heart we have cedar wood, musk, and patchouli, and in the dry down we have Madagascar Vanilla and jasmine. On day 3 I wore Sulmona. Sulmona is a very sweet fragrance that emphasizes the bitter almond and the sugary notes of vanilla. Now this fragrance, although it was sweet, I believe this is a very gourmand fragrance, definitely a high-class gourmand fragrance. However, it's not overly sweet. It is not a headache-inducing sweetness. It's not a nauseatingly sweet fragrance. However, it's a very classy, well-blended vanilla and almond fragrance. It is also the only fragrance in this collection that has vanilla from top to bottom, and in fact in all 3 levels of this fragrance there's vanilla in all of them. This fragrance starts off with Madagascar Vanilla, brown sugar, and almond. Then in the heart, you guessed it, there's vanilla and bitter almond. Finally, in the dry down, there's vanilla and orange blossom. Orange blossom is an interesting scent to put at the end of the fragrance because normally it is featured at the front of most fragrances, especially ones that are more citrus based. And this one actually finishes off with an orange blossom instead of starting off with an orange blossom like Neroli. Day 4, I wore Moramanga. This fragrance is floral from top to bottom. It is absolutely very floral, although I do not get along with florals myself. This was a very well blended floral and features many great floral attributes. Let's start with the ingredients. At the top we have jasmine, gardenia, Indian iris. In the heart we have tolu, benzoin, and Ethiopian apomatics. In the base we have Madagascar tuberose, Ylang, Polynesian vanilla, and musk. Like I said, this is a very floral fragrance, perfect for the springtime and summer. Ladies will love this. I believe this is more of a female fragrance than it is a male fragrance. My wife did not like this fragrance on me at all, and I don't blame her. It's just not my type. Again, she knows what's working best for me, and so do I. And I don't stick with florals most often. I will say they are very well blended florals. They're very high quality florals, just not for me. On day 5, I wore Tantan. Tantan is the most masculine fragrance of the entire collection. Tantan is a woody fragrance that also leans on the woody and leathery side of things. Tantan starts off with pine needles, bergamot from Calabria, artemisia, Moroccan white fig. Then it goes into Calabrian cedarwood, Pakistani vetiver, Polynesian jasmine, and green patchouli from Sumatra. Last but not least, we have carnations from China. Then we get into the dry down, which features fig tree bark, coconut milk, white musk, ambergris, geranium, sandalwood, and leather. So as you can tell by these ingredients, these are very masculine. This is definitely a man's fragrance. Very nice fragrance, and you ought to check it out. And I will provide links down below so you can see these fragrances on Coquillete Paris's website. And the last one was Tudor. Tudor is a very earthy yet clean, fresh, kind of woody fragrance. I would say this one leans a little bit more on the female side of things than it does towards the masculine side. And I'm going to read the ingredients for you here so you can see what that's all about. We start off with rosewood, Chinese geranium, and lily of the valley. Then we go into amberwood, benzoin, and soil. So now you get the earthiness from the soil. Last, you get rosewood, benzoin, labdanum, ambergris, and vanilla from Madagascar. I didn't quite get the labdanum and the vanilla side of things, although when I read that part, I thought I was going to get a very nice, warm, dry down. And unfortunately, it just didn't do it for me. It just wasn't my thing. It still became a very earthy, kind of floral, kind of woody thing. Wasn't my favorite, but it's still a high quality fragrance. And just because it wasn't my favorite doesn't mean it won't be yours. So I still recommend you check it out. So that has been my review on Coquillete Paris's fragrance line. This is the original olfactory pathway. I definitely urge you to check it out if you can. Go to the website, check it out. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great day.